welcome to WordPress Tip of the Week. This is week number 5. And this is part 2 of our 3-part series on the child theme. And in this week, we're going to talk about the functions PHP. Last week, we talked about style.css. And then next week, we're going to talk about screenshot PNG. So let's go into the file manager and double click. And then we're going to go into our child theme, which is in public HTML, content, themes, and then storefront child. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we have to do for functions PHP. Okay, for functions PHP, we talked about a little bit last week, but what we have to do is we have to have as a bare minimum this script for the style.css to work. And what it is it was called enqueuing. So basically in a functions.php you have your opening PHP tag and your closing, and then here is where you can put various functions. Okay, so let's go ahead and add something to our functions PHP. Now remember, all the functions have to be contained between the opening PHP tag and closing PHP tag. So I'm going to put in a couple spaces. Now I'm going to pause the video for a second and write in this function. Okay, here we are. It's a random number generator. Okay, so we're going to call our function numbers. And what it's going to do is it's going to take one argument called length. So we'll be able to generate a 8-digit number or a 4-digit number or a 15-digit number and so on. The characters that they're going to choose from is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Now I didn't include 0 because it looks like an O. I didn't include 1 because it could look like a small L. And I didn't include 8 because it could look like a B or something like that. Okay, so the next thing it does is it looks at the string length of the characters and then puts it into a variable called characters length. And then now it's setting the random string equal to null. That's kind of like it declaring the variable basically. And now we're going to have a for loop here, which is going to go through the length, which is whatever we pass through. So if we pass through 10, this is going to go through 10 times. And then what it's going to do is it's going to pick a random character from here, either a 2 or 3 and so on. And it's going to put it into random string, and it's going to keep on appending it until it's done with the for loop, however many times it is, and then it's going to return what the string is. So let's go ahead, I'm going to click on Save Changes, and then what I did is I created a number template so we can use an actual page in our store here. This is just CSS, and we're calling the header, and then the random number is, and then what we're doing is we're echoing out, and then numbers is the function, and we're passing it 8 characters, and then we're just getting the footer. So let's go ahead and we'll see what it looks like when we refresh. Okay, the random number is 753. Were we passing it? Oh, I forgot to save the changes. When I was testing it earlier, I was passing it 3, so that's why I did that. Sorry about that. So let's go ahead and refresh now. Now it should be the 8 digits. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's an example of the functions.php file, and a good reason to make sure that you save it, because you may get a result that you weren't expecting. Alright, so this wraps up this week's WordPress Tip of the Week. This is part 2 of 3 on our child theme series. Next week we're going to look at part 3, which is the screenshot.png. What size it needs to be, and different ways that you can make it, and where you'll get to check it out. So that's coming up next week. I also invite you to like and subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to tell a friend. And all subscribers at the end of each month will be put in a drawing for a free course, so be sure to subscribe. And we'll have new videos coming out all through 2018 on Saturdays. So this will be a nice long 52-week course, and hope you're enjoying it so far. And we'll see you next week. Bye.